Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. I have some really fun inspiration for you today using some beautiful products from Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be starting off here showing you the Lovely Layers Perfect Picnic die set. This is a large die set. The dies are included on both the front and back of the card, and you can just see that there are so many really cool images that you can create with this really fun die set. This is the layering guide that accompanies the die set and shows you exactly how to use all of these dies to create the really cool little die cuts. There is also a picnic blanket die that's included and a coordinating picnic blanket stencil. This builds some really fun patterns and details on that picnic blanket. I'll show you how to use that a little bit later. I'm going to start off here by showing you how to assemble all of the different die cut pieces from this set. So I did go ahead and die cut all of the pieces and put them into a Spellbinders tray. And now what I'm doing is I'm just using my die cut release pick, my craft pick from Honeybee, to add a little bit of liquid adhesive to the tinier, smaller areas that are a little bit tougher to add glue to with the glue tube. So this is just another way that you can do that. And I'm just trying to coordinate the different colors of cardstock to create some really fun die cuts for my little scene that I'm going to be creating today. So I just pick up a little bit of adhesive from my mat with the tip of that pick and add it onto the small areas. Then for the larger pieces, I'll just go ahead and use my glue tube to add the adhesive onto these die cut pieces. This is the wine bottle or the bottle that you can include in your project, and the little hat, which is adorable. And I love this little bow piece here that creates this really, really sweet little kind of like a little sun hat, which is so sweet for this picnic scene. So you can just see how that layers together. You can create a couple of little different baskets. So the first one that I showed you already, and then this is a smaller basket here. There's so many different items to put into these baskets that you could definitely include a couple of baskets in your scene. So I'm going to actually put 2 layers on for the handles here. I'll put one in the same color as the basket, and then I've also die cut it with a darker coordinating color that's just going to create a little bit of contrast to the base color, just so that you can see the color of that handle as it contrasts with the basket a little bit more. And I'm just going to add those 2 layers together just to give the handle a little bit more dimension on our base. But you can see how these dies have all of the little embossing lines in them to create such a realistic look for all of these different pieces. There's a little bunch of grapes here and a coordinating stem that you can attach. This little book I think is just genius, because like, who doesn't love to take a book to read if you're out in a really quiet spot, just having a nice little picnic? It's great to lounge and have and read a book. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the layers for that, and then I'll just crease it and kind of bend it a little bit to make it look a little more dimensional. This is the little watermelon pieces. You've got the kind of red color for the flesh of the watermelon, and then the rind in green. There's a little bouquet of flowers. There's a sunflower that you can create. So many die cut pieces to create just a really realistic and whimsical little scene here that I think is just adorable. So I'm just adding a couple of leaves onto the sunflower. You can see I've got a croissant die cut over to the left there, and the fork and spoon that are included. And then you can also create a little pie. So whatever kind of pie that you want to create with the lattice. I'm making mine a berry pie, so like cherries or like some type of red berry, like where I'm from, Saskatoon berry pie would be kind of this color. And now I'm going to create the little pie wedge also that you can include on a plate. So sweet. So much fun to die cut these and assemble them, I think. I think this maybe is a napkin possibly, or a s'more. You could use that as a s'more as well. So just, kind of create it however you would like. And there's a little green apple here with a stem. Super cute. You can include that as well. You can make this obviously a red apple or an ambrosia apple, whatever kind of apple you want to include. And I'm going to pop up my pie on a little bit of thin foam and put it onto one of the plates. And then the wedge I'll put on one of the other little plates. Now I'm going to build a sandwich with the submarine bun or the bread stick, whatever it is, tomatoes and some ham slices, and some little green lettuce pieces here as well to create this little sandwich. So love that. I have so much fun assembling these honeybee dies. I think they are so much fun. And I have such a great stash of the honeybee dies that, like, and I'm sure you do too, you can coordinate them all together. So you can go ahead into your stash and use so many different fun die sets and use these little coordinating pieces and insert them into other scenes or other types of, projects, whatever it is that you're working on, where you can coordinate these in. So I think that's really fun. This is a wine glass, and this is just the wine that's in there, whatever kind of it doesn't have to be wine, obviously, but whatever beverage you're choosing to create here. And I'm just, again, this is a tiny little spot, so I'm just adding the glue in with my craft pick, and then I'll go ahead and use my honeybee tweezers to get that into place. Now I have die cut the blanket, the picnic blanket, and I have it on a grip mat. I have the first layering stencil on that. I'm layering on kind of just a coordinating darker color that coordinates nicely with the color of cardstock that I've used, and then just blending on sort of a light and darker, like just kind of really varying the depth of the color just to make it look a little bit more interesting and realistic in that way. And then this is the second stencil that coordinates here to create that checkered pattern on our picnic blanket, which I think is lovely. I love that. And I love that there's a little fringe detail on the blanket as well. Super, super cute. So once I have that ink blending done with a stencil, and you could actually use the other details on the stencil as well. I'm only going to use the checkered pattern, and I have put some foam adhesive strips on the back of the blanket. I'll go ahead and also add a little bit of liquid adhesive on top of that just to allow me to wiggle this into place before that foam grabs onto my white cardstock. My white cardstock card base is an A2 size white card base, top folding. And now I'm just going to kind of play around with the pieces and get them into place. So you can see that I've placed the wine bottle, the grapes, and the croissant into the basket. I'm also going to put the little flowers. So this is some of the things that are in our picnic basket. I've got the little sun hat, the cherry pie up in the other corner. So I'm kind of trying to create a diagonal scene, top right and lower left clusters. And I'm also going to be using the Sweetest bunch sentiment set to coordinate to create my sentiment for my project today. So I've got two little clusters, one in the top corner and one in the bottom corner diagonally, and then right in the middle I have my sentiment, which says nothing better than time together. I really like how this turned out, friends. I hope that you did too. I enjoyed making this so much, as I always do with my honeybee stash. Make sure you check the links in the description box below to the products from the Honeybee shop. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.